Welcome to Integrated Math 3. On this episode, Stevenson will demonstrate Now that we've seen some problems where the denominators are monomials, what happens when the denominators are a little more complex, say binomials or trinomials? So let's look at the following problem. So we have 1 over x squared minus 1 minus 1 over x squared plus 2x plus 1. The first thing you want to do is factor. You need to look at these in factored form on the denominators because that's going to guide you on what your restrictions are and what your common denominator needs to be. Now that we have this factored, let's talk restrictions. What can x not be? Well, look at the first one. What numbers could I put in here? So we're going to use those zeros properties we've been doing, right? So this has to be 1. X can't be 1, or that makes it 0. And this can't be negative 1. Now let's look at this one. These are exactly the same of this one, so they both have a restriction of negative 1, so we already got it covered. So let's talk LCD here. This has an x plus 1 2 times. This has an x plus 1 only 1 time, but it has an x minus 1. So the easiest way to make an LCD is take the most of each one and bring it all together. Here's what I mean. This one has 2 of the x plus 1s. This only has 1, but I could easily fix it by multiplying by an x plus 1 over here. Now this has an x minus 1, but this one doesn't, but I could fix it by multiplying by an x minus 1 to the right. So my LCD is going to be 2 quantities of x plus 1 and 1 quantity of x minus 1. This denominator has 1x plus 1, 1x minus 1. But remember, I need 2x plus 1. So I'm going to multiply by x plus 1 on both of these here. On this quantity, we have the 2x plus 1s, right? But we're missing the x minus 1. Now let's multiply. X plus 1 times 1 is just itself. Well, that's nice. X minus 1 times 1 is just itself. Now what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to distribute this. Let's distribute the negative 1 up top. Do you see how combined like terms we have x minus x? That'll cancel out, that's 0, but we have 1 plus 1, which is 2. So this is pretty much it as far as I can go. Let's look at our restrictions. Did any new restrictions get generated? Well, look at your denominator. It's plus 1, minus 1. Those will all give us the same restrictions we already figured out up here.